Alright guys, welcome to the stream. We're playing Conquest of Azeroth on the Ascension server. We have started a Reaper. We're looking at getting into some PvP today. I'm going to be making some class guides on this. Once I get situated, this is going to be the first official stream of this series. So it might be a little bit hit or miss, but I am going to be... Oh gosh, we got to do all the add-ons real quick. Can't import those, so... Alright. We're gonna go off-stream real quick, download those add-ons, and be right back. And maybe we'll just stay on stream while we do that. Let's take a look. Alright, add-ons. Get the bags. I switched over. I usually play on my laptop. I just booted up my gaming PC. It's been a minute. But we'll get this all situated here real quick. We got bartender. We're going to go with click. DBM is a must. We're going to go with details for recount. I will be posting just a list of the mods or the add-ons that I'll be using in the description of the videos when they get posted. Also, the Ascension client is pretty cut and dry. There's a little add-on tab, and then it's got all the top add-ons right there. Pretty much self-explanatory. They're really easy to download and install, honestly. It is a cakewalk. LVUI is really neat. It's kind of all in one package. There's a bit of things. It's a little tricky to get set up, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good. I personally am not going to be using it here in these series. I like a little bit more, a little bit less, I guess, is the way to put it. But we're just going to make a pretty simple design and layout. Oh, X-Pearl. I love that one. Brings back the vibes from when I used to play WoW back in the day. Retail rap WoW. It gives a really nice, unique aesthetic with the animated, character frames. That's one of my favorites, honestly. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to relaunch this real quick. I'm going to step away and just check some audio stuff here. Man, what are you doing? Alright, looks like we're back in here. Okay, so I am 11, guys. I'm level 11. I started this last night. I did a brief little stream on it last night about leveling up in it. But, you can check some of it out. I do plan on restarting the 1 to 10 here in a bit. But when I do that, I'll do a new showcase on all that and getting in there. Let's get in this game, turn this volume down a bit more again. Trying to get the audio mixing right here. Feel like I'm close to it. But yeah, for the Reaper, I have started a Necromancer on Rexar, which is the alpha server that you get into by purchasing it, whether in-game gold or with real money. You have to donate to get the donation points. It's about $35 USD if you go that route. As for how much it costs in-game gold, I'm not 100% on that. but I have heard that it's pretty feasible if you game semi-frequently on the main server, which is Alune or Area 52, which is the free pick. If you guys are new to Ascension, I am too. Really, the Conquest of Azeroth server, which I'll be playing for this series, is what got me kind of into this realm. The 21 unique classes is just absolutely insane. But let's go ahead and clean this up real quick. I'm super anal and OCD about all of this, just because I like everything neat. Okay, yeah, details. I'm just gonna put you down here. Already pretty familiar with that. Latin alphabet. We don't want Russian. Minimalistic, yeah, that's fine. Select the alphabet or region. That's fine. Western most common way, sure. Activity time, effective time. Update interval, animate bars, yeah. Update DPS on real time. I like real time for recount. I think it's like in the last 4 seconds, kind of gives a better, accurate DPS for your situation. I back in the day when I'd raid, people would be like, oh, I'm pulling the most DPS. I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, but it might have been on mobs when you were pulling 40 real quick and doing swipe all day, or Starfire or Blizzard, something like that. Either way, whatever is your preference there, it doesn't really matter. I just like it to kind of gauge how these classes are performing individually, specs, like uniquely with their specs. I'm a big fan of this Reaper class, which you'll see here in a moment, and I'll get more into the specs, but let me go ahead and just finish this. Let's just finish this setup here. Okay. Alright, so we like to go, oh, let's turn on the XP bar. Don't like how it snaps. Just don't snap. This stuff gets my OCD so bad. If anybody can relate, I need it lined up perfectly, even though you don't really see it. So what's really cool in the Ascension servers, the Conquest of Azeroth servers, essentially all of them, there's things you can buy through the auction house or on their website for donation points. It's codexes for professions. I'm a huge profession geek when it comes to these kind of games. As of right now on the Misha server, the open beta for the week, I don't believe the codexes work. They do go on sale often, so they're normally 25 donation points on their website. I think that equates to, what, 100 DP was $35. So 35 to 5, about like $7 to $8, I think. I got them for 15 donation points. But you can, again, you can buy them from other players. They're not, soul-bound on purchase. Really neat, opens up a profession slot. Essentially, you could have one profession slave, one character that does all the professions, have the others just gathering stuff when you level up. It's really cool in that sense. Let's go ahead and finish all this stuff up. Make this look nice and clean. Alright, we got our keybinds there. We're in stealth. Reaper has stealth, which is really nice. I do apologize about the camera placement on this. I just don't know what's a good spot to put it in. I mean, I guess we're just kind of missing the quest hub. That's not really a huge deal in my opinion. I probably should get rid of this banner. Let's see. We don't need this overlay on this game. do you guys think? I think that's a bit more clean, huh? We can just kind of keep the camera. Actually, put this right here, maybe. Give a bit better. Move this. Oh, that's the whole thing. Let's go ahead and scale this up. Alright guys, I think we're ready to rock and roll. So let's take a look at these classes real quick. Again, I am doing the Reaper to start this series. So guys, oh, let's go ahead. Why are these all here for Fortnite tags? Okay, there we go. We updated the description on the Twitch stream. I apologize about that. I was stuck in Fortnite earlier. Give me 1 second. Gotta plug my light back in. Guys, I am going to be recording tonight's stream and all the other streams that I'll be doing. Again, I'm going to be doing class highlights because this game is going to be going live this spring, apparently. So a few months, hopefully. And then, as what I can tell, there's McDoubles. I believe he is a dev on Conquest of Azeroth. He has done multiple class highlights on everybody, right? They're very well done. They're very intriguing. They're very informative. They give you a good idea of all the classes. Aside from that, I was not able to get like a class rundown on the individual classes. You know, like see how they're really played in the leveling process, dungeons, PvP. It's just him kind of giving the general rundown and how they were developed and the idea and premise behind it, which is super cool. McDouble's a great job on that. Doubt you'll ever see this, but fantastic informative videos for that. If you guys haven't seen those, check those out. I plan on using this as to kind of supplement the information you're going to see out there when you search it. Because again, my personal search, I just did not find much on it aside from McDouble's videos, which, you know, he is a developer, and I believe he did that on his own time, which was really cool and generous of him. You know, I'm sure he had his work cut out when it came to that, and doing that on his spare time is very impressive. But let's go ahead and link this in the Discord for people to see. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, just had to post some stuff into Twitch, or I mean in the Discord. Alright, let's get this party rolling here. Alright, so Reaper. We just hit level 10, we unlocked these talent trees, really neat, really cool. We've got Harvest, Soul, Domination. Domination's a tank. They're all strength based, they can all use plate. Harvest, two-handed PvP. I'm sorry, two-handed DPS. Soul is more spec towards one hand. Domination. I really don't know if that's using a two-hander or what. Haven't really dug too deep into it. I kind of focused on Harvest. It's reminds me of a Blood Death Knight in the sense back in Wrath when it dropped level 58. You know, boots on the ground, Arathi Basin, Alterac Valley. You know, you just dominated. I don't know if anybody ever remembers that, but you just sucked the life out of people. You were unkillable. This gives those vibes. It's a lot of fun. It's really unique. It's really different. It's sort of like Killing Frenzy. You just jump from 1 to 1 to 1. Almost knocks out, you know, the NPCs just right off the bat, just with the rush. It's really unique. That rush is called Scythe Rush. You rush an enemy, heal for 5% of your maximum health. There is a distance that you have to be 8 yards or 20 to 25 yards away from it for it to work. But it does not say in the tooltip here that it does any kind of damage, which is really weird, right? Because watch this. We're going to go ahead and just do massive damage right off the rip. Boom, right there. Figure out where that guy is. It's the casting bar. I always forget. It's not details. It is. Let's go into stealth here. target of the target. It needs the targets up. There we go. Alright. Now we're locked in, ready to go. Okay. So guys, another cool thing in Ascension, all the servers in the Conquest of Azeroth, everything is realm-wide, server-wide, account-wide essentially. There's something called a sync. It's going to sync all of your vanity stuff across all your characters, across all your servers. One of the coolest parts of that being is this Loot Transfigurator 5000. It teaches all your pets how to automatically pick up loot for you. Super nice, especially when you get larger bag space. You don't have to stop and loot everything, and you just put it right onto all your pets, and no matter what pet you have, it instantly does it. Well, let's get back into this game here. That's that rush blade. That's just super, super fun. Let me turn this volume down here. Alright, I think that's a bit better. Let's see. Okay. I'm not blowing my eardrums out now. Alright, let's go for it. So quest, what do we got going? Oh, I already did everything. Well, oh no, I got one captain to slay here. So Reaper, the abilities we've got Reap bits, your just go-to soul builder, your mana builder, whatever you want to call it, your reaped souls. Try to move. Ah, I can move that. Okay. And it just disappeared. Oh, there it is. So that's what we're doing to build our spender. Let's invite this guy. Let's invite them. That's and then that's it. So there are a lot of people playing this server right now. I mean, it's the open beta. You know, every day the Discord says 40-some thousand people are on at once. That's pretty impressive. I don't know if they're online playing across all the servers or what, but either way, it's a really good population. It's really healthy. There's a lot of people interested in this, and I guess the goal of these streams and videos is to bring, you know, more of a more popular attention to it. You know, I have not seen many streamers out there or people making YouTube videos of this. There's like one other guy with like 1,000 views of his videos. Not gaining much traction, and I guess my plan is to try to change that and maybe improve the opinion on the game, if that's, or maybe just bring awareness more to it, you know, get more people into it. I don't know if it'll ever blow up as big as the actual retail game. I find that hard to fathom, but nonetheless, it's a cool thought, or hope, I should say. It'd be really neat to see, you know, 50,000 daily players on this server alone. Just a heads up, guys, this is the Misha server. It is the open beta test server, opened on Friday. I've heard it's open for 10 days. I thought it was for 7, but it's free to play right now. You download it, download the PTR realm, jump in there, and then go to the live servers, hit the Misha server, and make a character. There's 21 unique classes. I'm playing the Reaper right now. I haven't checked out too many of them, honestly. I'm pretty new into this. But once the beta closes, you can still go ahead and get the alpha access off the auction house or the online store on their website. I think it's a solid purchase. The game's pretty fleshed out at this point. You know, a year ago, I've heard that it was pretty buggy. There's still a few bugs here and there, but completely playable and extremely fun. But yeah, after the beta ends, all the characters will be merged over to the Rexar server, which is the alpha server, and then I think they might do another beta test, not sure, but once it goes live, the Rexar server will be wiped, everybody will be starting fresh. I'm hoping it'll have a bunch of popularity at that point. And again, the premise of these videos on the classes and these streams is to kind of bring more popularity and a little bit more insight into the classes and the development of it. So it helps, you know, maybe get you a little more hype about it and help flesh out your decision on which class you want to start with. So some things I want to show off here real quick. You know, we have the Celestial Personal Bank. It came with the starter pack I purchased, but realm-wide bank here, kind of. And then these are the codexes that I was telling you about earlier. These are what you can use to add an extra main profession. So I don't believe they work on the Misha server. They do 100% work on all the other servers. I have tried them out, used them successfully. But yeah, it just keeps telling me I have the maximum amount of professions, which I think is done on purpose to kind of gatekeep things for testing purposes. Makes sense, honestly. You don't want people going nuts with it. All the donation points that you buy, you get your main set of points for the official live servers, and then you get a set of test server points in the equal amount. So it's really nice. You don't feel like you're wasting your money buying things on the test server because it's just points you've already gotten as extra when you buy regular donation points. But everything you buy on the main servers does come over to this server as well. You know, you can come here. I can show just a few things. Just little transmogs, the bank, some cosmetics like flags, travel guides, more transmogs, Book of Artisans. This is a pet that you can get that allows you to train all the professions and all the recipes when you level up those professions. Really nice, really interesting. Really, the quality of life improvements they've made in this game are just absolutely fantastic. They're unparalleled. I really love them a bunch. Alright, so let's take a look at what we need to be doing here. Give it 1 second. Alright, let's get it going. I've not done PvP on this character yet. This is going to be a learning experience for sure. I did not want that there. Oh, is this match live already? So I've heard great things about the Reaper class on PvP. I can only imagine from the skills I've unlocked between this dot, this multi-stab that heals, the reap that builds, and then the scythe rush is what I'm really interested about. The scythe rush, you have a stun, well not a stun, but an incapacitate, and then you have essentially a jump that is like shadow step from a rogue. But I think the rush actually does more damage. Let's find out. Oh, we are dropping frames hard. God, my frame rates just love to drop right at the best times. Well, that was a giant shit show, guys. So let's try it one more time. Let's hope. And there's no movement debuff on this stealth, I believe, which is kind of overpowered, but whatever. See what this guy. Wow, it's level 10 Renner. What is he playing? It's a Templar. I am unfamiliar with the Templar specs, but I mean, he clearly just ran that flag, so cheers. Doing good DPS. Doubt we can stealth with this, but we can use this for ability. He got me. I am only level 12, so I mean, I was not expecting to even last as long as I did. What's really cool about Scythe Rush, you can use that to get away faster. You can use it on anybody as long as they're 8 yards or further away from you. It's really nice in getting away. I mean, it does a significant amount of damage and heals you. It's essentially very overpowered. But hey, I love it. It's probably going to get nerfed because, again, I mean, it doesn't indicate that it does the damage it does. I don't know how it does it if it just lines up with your attack timer, but it's doing more damage than a regular auto attack. Alright, this guy, we're cooking. Come on, bud, let's go. So I do believe Reaper is the only Conquest of Azeroth class that can stealth. I very much could be wrong on that. Okay, that was dumb on my part. I just wanted to try it. I didn't know. I wanted to see if I could stealth the flag, see if that was a bug. I'm just testing here. Come on, boots. Fuck. See? That's that scythe rush. Come on, bud. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, guys. Come on. Turn around. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, I'm over this way. But I mean, yeah, you hold him off. I'll just keep on booking it. Thank you for the heals. Let's get this flag. Let's get this flag. But yeah, so far, the numbers I'm seeing on DPS, I have been doing I was going up at 60. I don't see anybody touching that. And I'm level 12 with, well, I'm level 14 now. I do have a decent mace here, but I don't have any holy spells that it increases. But maybe that smite is triggering when I scythe rush. Oh, we just gotta run. We just gotta run. We gotta book it. We gotta book it. Ha! Okay, so he definitely snagged me, but I wasn't playing my best. I always try to keep hitting Scythe Rush when they're closer, and it throws me off. Oh, he also is level 19. Flag, they do have it. I'm gonna wait for this guy. I don't know why that other guy was running. Good job. I need heals. They have a flag again? So where are we winning in this? Alright, I mean, we did get in late. We did get a flag cap. Damage done, 2,400. I mean, we were climbing up there. I don't know how long these guys were in, but they were also Reapers. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, that tells me that Reapers are up there. Guarantee maybe I should have been. I mean, I did get very high honor, so that is neat. Got 4 killing blows, 21 honorable kills. I'll take it. Oh, how did that get smushed? So the Mystic Orbs in this mode don't do anything, I don't believe. Mark of Ascensions, I forget what they do here. I think they're for the trials. Trying to figure out where the honor points come into play. Honor points right here. Honors gained by killing members. You can use honor points to purchase special items. Alright, let's go quest, do some levels up. Oh, let's see if we got any new spells. We got murdered. We were murdering for sure. Shudder Scythe. Shudder Scythe. That's just new rank. Ah, so we have to train our ranks here. That's not. Oh, they're already ranked up. Okay. So what else did we get? Oh, also Reapers when they're dead, 50% increased movement speed, really nice. Oh, that is a straight interrupt, finally. Okay, so we're gonna put that there, we put that there. There we go. Quick key bindings. Alright, thank gosh. Touch an enemy with the ghostly finger interrupting casting and prevent any spell from it. That's a nice interrupt for sure. I will take that. What else did I want to take a look at? Ah, that's what I wanted to take a look at. This right here. Harvest Reaper increases your crit strike damage by 10% and damage dealt now heals you and generates mana for 20% of the value. So I don't know if that's 20% of the crit or 20% of all damage dealt. Increases your critical strike damage by 10% and damage dealt now heals you and generates mana for 20% of the value. It's kind of worded like it's a crit proc. I'll need to test that out. I feel like I was not getting 20% of my health just off of regular damage. I think it is, in fact, based off of crits, which would balance it out a bit more, make more sense. But regardless... Okay, so let's take a look. What do we need to do? Let's go kill another captain. So guys, I know I'm doing the Reaper highlight, and I'll be doing a video, taking clips out of this stream and all that. I did try out Necromancer on Rexar's server, right? That was fun. Just a heads up, the AI on those minions is a little bit wonky. It just gets really annoying when you get into close quarters. That's what drove me nuts. That's what actually led to me putting it down for a bit. I'm a huge Necromancer fan, like through and through. Diablo 2 Necromancer. I still played Necromancer on Path of Exile 2, Diablo 4. Anything with a Necromancer, I'm there. Anything that has minion builds, essentially, I'm about it. Whether it's Hunter specs, Ranger specs, Necromancers, Wizards with, Ice Elementals, I'm there for it. But needless to say, having 5 skeletons did get wonky when I got into houses and stuff. The archers especially. You know, if there was somebody on a second floor and I'm on the staircase fighting them, the archers would run outside to try to shoot them, and then they would pull other acts, which essentially led to the death of me being, you know, level 20, cloth armor, not having much defensive utility yet. It did make things difficult. So that's why I like that Scythe Rush. You can just use it to tag enemies real quick and just keep burning through. Minions are going to pick the loot up, so it really enhances the leveling speed, makes things super streamlined. You know, I found myself doing quests just... I wasn't just cool too much there. Is that somebody right there? Alright, it looks like a bugged character. Oh, no, it is. Alright, we got him still. See how fast I just did that quest there? That's like just insane with that Scythe Rush ability. It's just phenomenal. It feels so good too. Like, it is just so smooth. It's fun. I honestly haven't had this much fun playing World of Warcraft in any shape or form. This is just fantastic in my opinion. It brings a new breath of vitality to the genre, to the series, to the game. I have fun. It doesn't feel like I'm playing WoW. I'm like, well, why don't I just do something in real life and feel that sense of achievement? This, I think it's because of how new the classes are, how unique and well made they are, that it really makes it feel so nostalgic. Like back in 2004, 2005, when I first got my hands on World of Warcraft, Tarn Hunter, no idea what I'm doing, just shooting guns at whatever that has two legs and looks like an ostrich. That's how it feels with this game. If you guys haven't given it a shot yet, I highly recommend just download Ascension. I mean, it's like 20 gigs, I think. Download the PTR, same thing. It's free for the next 7-8 days, I believe. Maybe a little less now. But definitely worth it. And I definitely have already gotten my money's worth out of purchasing the alpha access. I do not regret it in the slightest. It feels like a full fleshed out game already, just minus a few features that are going to be coming with the live. I am so interested in all 21 of the classes. Like, there might be one or two I'm just like, I could live without not trying it, but for the most part, every single one seems unique and interesting. And on top of it, all of their specs seem even more interesting. I don't know how that's possible, but the Primalist, for example, it's a Geomancer, of life spec, a Geomancer spec, a life spec, and then I believe an Earth or Mountain King. I might be wrong on that one. But the life one is a combat healer. I mean, that's insane. You're just dealing damage and healing at the same time, similar to like a Disc Priest back in, I think it was it Cataclysm? No, it wasn't Cataclysm. The one where Disc Priest did an immense amount of damage and healed at the same time. That was my favorite, one of my top 3 specs ever. It was just so unique, so fun. And that's how I feel like the Life Primalist is going to play. I will be doing that as my next class leveling guide, however you want to word it. I'm not sure how these series are going to pan out. I'm going to be just streaming here about an hour every night after work. I don't have too much time, but luckily the experience rates in these servers are buffed up a little bit, and the way you can even buff them up even more. I like the experience of leveling, so I'm going to stick with the base, experience modifiers. You can just speed level through something called Mana Storm, which I believe is not live on the Misha server, but is live on the Alpha Rexar server. It's cool, it's unique. You kill a boss, it transports you to another random boss encounter. know, sometimes you got to go through some mobs and ads and obstacles, and they have their own mechanics, new, unique ones, existing ones, returning ones, all that. It is cool. It's like, you know, dungeon finder grinding, but with a twist and a lot more uniqueness and variety to it. Not my cup of tea when I'm going to level up a class for the first time. I would much rather do it with the occasional dungeon, battleground, and then quest, especially with how the experience modifiers are. I mean, I started this an hour ago at level 11 or 12. I'm already 15. I know it's low level, but still, it's a good sense of progression. So I do plan on doing about an hour a night after work, and then at the end of it, once I hit 60 and run a few endgame dungeons, stuff like that, I'll be just compiling together to make a 20 to 30 minute quick class rundown on each of these. Might take me a few weeks for that. I'm completely okay with that. But just stay tuned. I mean, follow this stream channel. Most likely will be posted on YouTube with the same stream name. Oh, this is a dungeon quest, isn't it? It is. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, I remember. We have to go this way, though. It is freezing down here, by the way. I'm down south and do not like this cold. My house is poorly insulated and it is icicles in here. Need to get a heated keyboard or something. I figure if anybody watches these, it's going to be the VOD version. Feel free to, you know, reach out on in-game, on Discord, YouTube comments. I think there is a Twitter page. Reach out for any questions about the game. I mean, you can always add me in-game. I'd be more than happy to answer questions. You can just shoot me an in-game mail at one of my characters. I do read them. But this game is just a breath of fresh air when it comes to this genre. You know, I wanted to love classic remake and all that, but leveling so slow with just such outdated skills that I've played a million times over the course of a million expansions, it just was not fun anymore. And there are a lot of people leveling right now on this server, hence this wait for the spawns. But everybody's super friendly. That's one thing I absolutely love about Ascension servers. Everybody's super welcoming, super friendly. Any questions get answered with little to no trolling. It's easy to group up, find a party. People are willing to help out. People will send you items. Somebody sent me a potion of experience the other day. I mean, that's just fun. Like, having a community, it feels fun. Not some toxic Barons chat shit. One downside I noticed on some of these quest NPCs is going to be that timer. It's not it's not fun to wait for them sometimes. I don't know if you guys saw when I looted this chest. There is a bunch of open world loot like that. I know it takes inspiration from other games. I know WoW expansions have done things similar to that, but the way they do it just makes makes exploring rewarding. Like, I want to go explore the camp. I don't want to just go in and burn them all down real quick. Like, look at this, another chest right here. Like, that's fun. Oh, so some of the things aren't added yet. You'll get achievements for certain things that you loot, and nothing's in it quite yet. But I imagine on live, all those things will be there. if I have that banker. Yeah, I'm sure I do. I just didn't use it yet because everything you buy cosmetic-wise, you can sell it on the auction house. Alright, well that guy didn't accept the invite in time. Wonder if that's another Reaper? No, it's a Sun Cleric. Who do we have to kill? Or did we get everybody? Oh, we got everybody. So, I don't know if you guys have caught on to the fact that I am on a mount at this low of a level. They actually introduced mounts at 40% speed at level 1, which is really nice. You know, I mean, I know it's not the fastest, but it's faster than nothing. And then you can buy, you know, faster journals before you get to higher levels. On the auction house and on the website, which again, really cool. I'm choosing not to use one of those here. I prefer, you know, kind of taking my time with this, getting the leveling experience out. I'm not crazy about just going max speed to top level as quick as I can and gear up as much as I can, as fast as I can. I do enjoy taking my time. Also, these boots I found, they allow me to walk on water. Unfortunately, they have no armor, but it's nice because I can walk on water. I do remember around here there is a world loot option. I believe it's right around here. Oh, and everything scales. Like all the zones scale. Super nice. You can level pretty much wherever you want. I don't know if they scale down to your level. Like if you go into a level 50 area, level 20, I don't know if they're going to come down to your level. But it is really nice nonetheless. Right now, I picked herbalism and mining. Earlier, I was mentioning how like I have those codexes to unlock other main professions. Can't use them until this character gets pushed back over to Rexar Alpha server. Again, for those that you might have missed it earlier in the VOD. This is Misha server. It's the open beta, and then the characters will be pushed over to the Alpha server, which is Rexar, which will then be wiped upon live launch. But the codexes do work on the Rexar server. They do not work on the Misha server, which is okay. But for right now, I'm just going to be gathering all the mats that I need. So then once I get over to the Rexar server, I can train up the engineering, the enchanting, the alchemy that I wanted, and just quick, level, make all that stuff. It's a little defeating knowing that then I won't be able to use the actual items I make because I'll probably be level 30 or 40 by then. But still, it's kind of fun. I guess maybe I should drop one and start leveling up the other. I just like balancing it all out, not having to go backtrack in zones to go get all the gathering mats, essentially. I like to gather them while I level. Other downside to blasting through dungeons or the mana storm for leveling, you miss out on all those mats, the farming mats. It is a good bit of experience on these servers to just craft. There's trials that are just strictly crafting. Like, you can only level by crafting and farming, and that's one of the trials. You get special rewards for completing the trials. There's no trials on this server, but nonetheless, still cool. Let's go ahead and do a dungeon. Can I tank? I don't have any taunts. We should steer clear of that. So the mystic orbs and runes are used in the ascension, not in this. Let's do that. Let's play a dungeon. And then call it a night. I'm a big transmog nerd, so I like to collect all the appearances, even though these should have been bound once I synced all my stuff. Oh, we never opened up our battleground spoils. Let's see what we got. Ah! What am I rolling with here? Agility and strength? I guess strength is our... I guess we're going agility too. Oh, that's nice. Plus we get Medal of Courage, Merc's crossbow. I haven't unlocked any ranged abilities yet, so that's going to be interesting to see. I have no AoE. That's going to be a little... Insane DPS. What level is he? Oh, he's 28. Okay. So I know little to nothing about the other classes and their spells and interactions. I've watched McDouble's guides on all of it all. Aside from that, not much more that I know. I know the basic premise of the specs. The Reaper just kind of stuck out to me as being an optimal PvP spec. That's why I rolled it. And I mean, based off of the earlier Warsong Gulch that we did, it seemed to be accurate. I'm sure I could probably do a decent bit, maybe soloing dungeons. Gosh, this is kind of brutal without any AoE. blood spitter or blood spitter? What do I think it was? Did we not get the blood spitter? Who got the blood spitter? Somebody selected. I want it. There we go. I actually don't know if it's better than the DPS is better, but I like the ability of the other one. Am I stun locked? Oh shit. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I mean, being level 15, I have absolutely no AoE spells that yeah, I don't believe I have any. Don't know what level I would get an AoE, to be honest, but I hope it's something where it's like something you plop on the ground, like an AoE Soul Harvest. DPS is lacking hard here. I only have 4 moves, one of which requires me to be ranged, and I can only use it once every 10 seconds on the same target. So I essentially gotta run, go back in. Oh, we do want that. This is on a timer. I have to build up for that one, and that one's just single target. All 3 of them are single target. See what I mean? But I gotta run out and then do it. Two Mantle of Dooms? Okay. What is this? I don't have a World Forge key. That's sad. I won the Mantle of Dome though. Greed roll of 37. Got a Scarlet Key. Alright, so that is a dungeon here. My solo DPS is absolutely horrendous. Oh shit, we got a bunch of talents here. I'm sure you guys have noticed that, but I did not. Strike for weapon damage plus 25 shadow damage, ignoring any armor or invulnerability effects. That is fantastic for PvP. So with the talent trees in Conquest of Azeroth, there's branches. So you see here on the left and on the right and the middle, like they've already kind of designated different pathways for the specs, like semi-intended. Of course, you can kind of mix and match, you know, to your liking, but it's really neat. So each spec has 2 to 3 different pathways, essentially. You can kind of mix and match, but everyone has their main pool, and then each spec has their separate pool. For instance, like the Animate Necromancer, that's the minion class, or minion spec. They have one that's designated to additional summons that are like cooldown summons, and then they have one that's like geared towards buffing your already summoned minions. And you can kind of combine the two of them and kind of mix and match on that all. But I have not dived deep into this talent tree yet. I was kind of waiting to do it on stream, on video, to have it recorded as we go through, to put into one of the class videos that I'll be doing. So let's take a look. First, let's take a look through the Reaper tree. We have Wraithblade. We can agree that that's going to be a fantastic PvP. Single target ability, weapon damage plus 25 shadow, ignoring any armor and vulnerability effects. It also generates 3 Reap Souls. Mind you, we need 9 souls to activate our main, essentially, mana burner, that rapid healing attack. So that would be another fantastic attack just in general. It does have a 30-second cooldown on it. When you generate a Reap Soul, damage dealt is now increased by 2% for 10 seconds, stacking 2 times. So you're always going to be generating souls. So that's an increase of 4% damage. Increase critical strike chance of Shudder Scythe and Reap by 5%. That's a need. Create a Tormented Soul for each Reap Soul active. Consumes Reap Souls and Soul Infusion. Tormented Souls reduces damage taken from the next attack made against you by 50%. Attacks made against you removes 1 stack of this effect. That's a good tank / PvP spec. I don't know if I want to spec into that quite yet. We definitely want Wraithblade. Increases the critical strike damage of Wraithblade for 3 seconds. Critical strike chance by 3. Increases haste by 5. Increases damage of Soul Harvest by 10. Soul Harvest yet. Damage of Soul Harvest. What is Soul Harvest? I don't think I've unlocked Soul Harvest. Soul Capture. Target a dead body and rip its soul out, writing a Reap Soul. Oh! That's fantastic. I didn't know I had that there. Soul Harvest is a passive. Reap now generates soul fragments. Generate 3 soul fragments. Now triggers Soul Harvest. Soul Harvest generates a Reap Soul and blasts your target for 35 shadow damage. Generates a reaped soul. Generating 3 soul fragments now triggers soul harvest. It's a reaped soul and blast your target. Okay, that makes more sense. Hard soul infusion. What is soul infusion? What? There's a pickpocket ability? I didn't even know about that. What is soul infusion? Let's see if there's something we can try it on. Can't do that yet. Shutter Scythe. Oh, so Soul Infusion's when I get this full. That makes more sense. Alright. I'm an idiot. I already knew that. Okay, so let's take a peek. Rounded enemy dealing 85% weapon damage plus 15 physical damage. Okay, so I mean, Shutter Scythe, 4 swift attacks, dealing 30 physical damage and healing for 25. So 120, 40, 80, 160, or 85% weapon damage plus 15. And I feel like Shutter Scythe is still the go-to on that. This is damage of Doomrend. Eradicate an enemy with your scythe, dealing 115% weapon damage plus 10, generating 1 reaped soul, only usable on enemies that have less than 35. That's like an execute. Crow's Harvest. Is this a range that we're talking about? No. 3 charges, 6-second recharge. Strike an enemy and up to 8 nearby enemies for 50% weapon damage, plus 13 and harvest a soul fragment. There's that AoE. We're gonna go with the AoE for now. And why don't we do another, now that we have that, let's do another dungeon. Hello? 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 right, that dungeon queue popped a bit earlier, pretty fast. I mean, hopefully this one doesn't take too much longer. It is getting late, but I do want to get a bit more playtime in. I don't have to get up early, super early tomorrow. Let's dig a little bit deeper into this harvest tree. So we've got the AoE on the left side. Triggering a soul infusion refreshes a charge, increases the damage of Crow's Harvest. Refreshes a charge. A charge of what? Of Crow's Harvest? Okay, it does. Okay, and soul infusion. Right here. So 3 souls makes a soul infusion, I believe. Or is it 9 that makes a soul infusion? I think it's 9. So 10%, that's a good one. So Doomrend is a rend. Wraithblade is gonna be that, strong PvP that's a 30-second cooldown though. Does generate 3 reaped souls, so we're gonna use that as often as possible. Hold on. I think 3 soul fragments makes a reaped soul. 3 reaped souls make soul infusion. Let's test this out. There's just so many soul variants, it confuses me. That gave me a full one. Okay, so that did give me a full soul infusion. Yeah, 3 souls makes a soul infusion. 3 soul fragments makes a reaped soul. Wow, you can do that multiple on this. Oh, wow, that's kind of... We want to set that to something. Shift E. Okay, so it's got a cooldown, that's why. Okay, so full soul infusion gives me Doomrend and a Shutter Scythe. So that's good to know. So, and then a Wraithblade gives me a full Shutter Scythe or Doomrend. Okay. Let's go knock these Undercity quests out. I do not like the layout of Undercity. The new, old, modern, I don't like it. It drives me nuts. I feel like you have to run so much further. I mean, I guess it is better once you can fly. I don't believe you can fly in Azeroth in this server. I don't think that's going to be a thing in live either. To be honest, as much as I loved when flying dropped, I did prefer the limitation of only being able to fly in the flying zones, like Burning Crusade back when it originally came out. I feel like it does take away and spoils us. Oh gosh, we're gonna die. Spoils us from, the world immersion, and I feel like they did attempt to bring us back to that level of immersion with these world loot drops and those chests, the relics, the things that have story behind them. It's really nice. It's really unique. I'm a big fan of it. It ties this world together. It makes me want to explore those, those camps. Everything small, everything big. I love to explore and get the feel of the world, and this does a good job of tying that into the game. And I think bringing flying to the open world in this server would be counterproductive in, you know, keeping that immersion going. Hey, I'm supposed to be able to walk on water. Does goop not count as water? So guys, right up here is one of those world loot things I was telling you about. That it's going to give you an achievement, but it's still empty. So right here is one. See, you get Mysterious Curse. There's also one at the entrance, Mysterious Relic or Tomb or something like that. Gives you another achievement, but nothing in there again. A little confused as what it's going to be, but I am excited to find out when this does go live. I know this is on the Misha server, but even on the Rexar Alpha server, that they also do not give anything. Is my latency? Okay. One thing I have noticed is that the latency in the Misha server is kind of wonky at some points. Why am I not on Ultra? I am gaming on, oh gosh. Okay. That just cleared out some textures. Yeah, so I booted up an old gaming rig because I usually game on my gaming laptop, but unfortunately that just does not have the computing power to stream on it with OBS. I can stream from the NVIDIA setup, but it's not as... I guess it is pretty much just a bit easier than OBS actually. But I was hoping that this rig would be able to handle everything on Ultra. Looks like I got most of the textures back, but my sword, that's fine. What about the Astral Mount? Yeah, we're still good there. Okay, are we on Ultra settings though now? Okay, yeah, we are. Alright, how's the frame rate looking now? Yeah, we're still good. Looks like this can handle it. I mean, WoW's not a very graphic intensive unit, but nonetheless, you know, I've definitely had days where I played on something that couldn't handle it, even on medium. It is nice. Just need a healer. So again, guys, stay tuned. I'm going to be streaming pretty much every day around 9 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central, just a little bit after work, and then I'm going to be compiling everything, all the VODs, into a class guide for each class while I level them. Those won't be out for a good bit of time, but hopefully they will be out prior to the live launch. Hopefully get a bit more interest in the game and the server and kind of help people navigate their choice for the classes. There are some class introductions by McDoubles, definitely worth checking out. A great job on them, gives you a good rundown and feel of everything. But you know, I think it just lacked a little bit of, you know, in-depth gameplay with each class and spec. And I won't be going through every spec of the class. I will be doing one spec of each class, but I'll be trying to pick like the most popular one, or what I think would be the most, like, the standout of them. You know, I do plan on tanking on some of them, healing on some of them, specifically the Primalist. I can't wait to heal on that one. I do believe I'll be able to level, you know, with quests and the occasional dungeon finder and battleground with the life spec of a Primalist, because from what I've seen, it's like a combat healer. You heal by the damage you do, similar to a Disc Priest back in Mists, or what was it, Warlords of Draenor? I forget which expansion, but you know, the damage you do is gonna heal. And I believe it is like a melee battle healer, which is even more crazy. I have played a little bit of the Geomancer class, and that would... No, I can't say it was the Geomancer spec. I just started leveling up a Primalist, and that's when I got the idea to do these VODs and build up some class guides. But it's going to be so much fun. I mean, this is the first time I've actually been excited to play World of Warcraft in any form in years, to say the least. right here's an recovery service. You know, deleted items you pay gold to get, recycled items, vendored items, deleted characters, disenchanted items, character stuck, talk to a GM. So if you accidentally delete something that, you know, you paid money for or lots of gold for, you can get it back right there. These guys are confusing. This is where you prestige, similar to Call of Duty prestige, if you guys are familiar with that system. You know, you hit level 60, you get your fun out of it, and then if you want to try the next spec, you get boom, prestige, keep everything but your talents and specs and skills, then you just re-level. You get, you know, of course, bonuses and stuff from it. You can check all that here, what you'll keep. Then check out the rewards, all that. Then here's the first set of rewards, prestigious cash. Again, these mystic orbs and enchants, they're for the main Ascension server. I don't know what they're going to be used for in here, if they are going to be used at all. But the token of prestiges are going to help you buy, you know, cosmetics and stuff like that. That is just, that's sick. I love that. That is so cool. That's a nice sword as well. That's a fantastic set. And you can buy heirlooms, guys. So, I mean, they have the traditional heirlooms in there. Which is really cool, but I'm steering clear of the heirlooms, at least for my first couple playthroughs. Maybe if I get like a little bit burnt out on the leveling, then I'll jump into those heirlooms, but hopefully I don't run into that anytime soon. I'm not anticipating that with the excitement that I'm getting from these classes and these specs. It just feels so good, to say the least. But we got something, Camp Mohaji. Let's go there. Go to Camp Mohaji and Feralis. Speak of Tala. I don't feel like, I do not like the Undercity zone questing stuff. I just find it so bland.
What would you ask of death?
I feel like Camp Mohaji is like on the other side. I could be wrong, it's been so long. No, I wanted the bank. Because I think I have an Orgrimmar Hearthstone somewhere. It's weird, I have a Stone of Retreat for Stormwind, but the Stone of Retreat, that's Stormwind as well. Oh, I never used the Orgrimmar. Gosh, okay. So we're gonna have to go take the... that's so annoying. Because I had that, I just never right-clicked it. Okay, that's okay. I believe... we can take the blimp. Let's take the blimp, shall we? Why is my guy still running? Alright, if this battleground doesn't pop soon, we're gonna call it quits for the night. Ah, there we go. Now that we have the AoE, Hopefully this is a bit more interesting. Gosh darn it. Alright, an Alderman. I do not like Alderman. No, I don't. That's what we're doing now. Missing somebody? 2, 3, 4. Oh, bye-bye. Was that the healer? No, it was just a necromancer. Let's go. Come on, bud. Okay, those were great heals right there. That was a solid wipe. I don't think I'm going to be sticking around for that. I think that's doing AoE damage, is it? Okay, so DPS is definitely looking solid now that I have an AoE. Let's see how this run goes. Let's see if we have a weapon for this guy. Nope, we don't. He's just SOL. I don't know whose fire that is. Alright, this just not a very fast group. Maybe they're just new to World of Warcraft in general. But let's go. Go. Let's go. What are you waiting for? See, I like that. Beastmaster whistles will drop for the pets, and then you can change the pets from enslaved demons, hunters, whatever. We did get that whistle. Alright, so we're reaping. We got full. We're gonna use Shutter Scythe. And now we're empty. So next one, we use AoE here. We got a full one already. So you get pretty much full reaped souls once you use the AoE if you hit enough targets. Alright, tank, let's go. So guys, make sure you do not go on this server in the PTR client. Run in, read, throws, AoE, a few souls shy. Alright, we'll hold it off for the next one. Let's go. Take that. Gonna take that. Agreed on that. Alright, so thank God that was a lot shorter than can wear plate, but I mean, right now we're leveling up, so it is what it is. Alright, we need to take this to Orgrimmar, and I think we'll call it quits for the night. But did we level up? We did not level up. Oh gosh, okay. I think I got the most levels in that PvP, honestly. PvP was satisfying, especially... Alright, this is to Orgrimmar. Alright, so let's take a look at the talent trees again. Let's actually... I don't want to choose this spec. Oh, there we go. That's what you need. Or Mark of Ascensions. I don't want to choose it. I just want to see the talent tree. Alright, well, we can take a look at the sample spells. So this is the tank one. I imagine it's two-hander for it. Reduces damage taken from the next attack made. Well, that's Tormented Souls you can get in the other tree. Requiem, swing in a Soulless Fury at enemies within 8 yards for 35 spell shadow damage. So that's an AoE attack. That's nice. I wonder if there's something specific that's supposed to increase your threat generation. Healing received is increased by 10%, reduces your chance to be critically struck by 6, but damage dealt is reduced by 20. Which is Requiem and Writhe. I wonder if Requiem has... I wonder if Writhe has anything to do with the threat, but Domination Reaper, healing received is increased by 10%, reduces your chance to be critically struck by 6%. Maybe it does generate threat. Complexity normal, complexity intermediate. Isn't it normal and intermediate synonymous? I feel like complex, advanced, intermediate, amateur, or novice. Normal, hard, easy. So normal, intermediate are the same levels. Maybe intermediate, I mean, it looks like a little bit more yellow than normal, so maybe it's like easy, novice, easy, normal, intermediate, hard, advanced, or veteran, or something. Maybe there's 6 different tiers of that. Alright, on our way to Orgrimmar to call it a night. I'll just go pop my Hearthstone over there, and then we'll call it quits. I'll be on tomorrow. So I might be on during the day instead of just the evening. Feel free to join me live then. Again, I'll be trying to stream this, kind of class insight on all the different classes about 8:30 to 9 p.m. Central Time to about 10 p.m. Central Time. Might be on a little bit longer depending on the day. But my main goal is to kind of bring more awareness to this server that's going to be going live. This is Conquest of Azeroth. You guys can play it for free right now. On the Misha server, it'll be free for about another week or so, and then all the characters will be swapped over to the Rexar server, which is the alpha, the closed alpha, but you can pay to get into it, whether buying it through the auction house on the regular Ascension servers, Aloon, Area 52, or purchasing it off their website for about $30, $35 for donation points. Great purchase. I've definitely got my time's worth out of it. No complaints. And the Rexar server will be live for a couple more months at least before it goes into full-blown live mode. And then Rexar will be wiped clean, so these beta characters you make that'll go over to the alpha server, they will eventually be wiped, but all the donation points you spend on the beta and alpha servers, you're not using your actual donation points. You get duplicates used for the PTR realms. Don't forget to download the PTR client to do these servers, or else it will be buggy like that healer was in that group. But thanks for joining, guys. I will be streaming again very soon, tomorrow, and we'll get some more levels on here. I'll do some more PvP and flesh out this Reaper a little bit more. But you guys take it easy.